Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Deb. This is part 2 of my Fire Mountain haul. I somehow had dropped this little seed bead pack. It's delicas, which are the cylinder beads. It's called Luminous Mix Fall. They're size 11/0 delicas though, so cylinders, not round. And it's like a fall mix. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says delicas, and they're by MyKalliTuxedoKatIsTheCutest. So that's that, and I only got one of those, 7.5 grams. Next, I'll show you my Swarovski, and it's a combination of pearls, crystals, and flatbacks. So, let's see, I got some autumn colored pearls. I'm trying to find the other pack, here it is. And I got them in 4 different sizes, so I got tiny little 3mm, and they come in a pack of 100. I don't know if you can see the color. They're like gold and brown and like a matte gold as well. So it is a mix. And then I got them in the 4mm, and you get 100 of those. And I got them in the 8mm, and you get 50 of those. I actually got two 6mm. I skipped over them because you get 50 of those. I use 6mm and 4mm quite a bit, and a 10mm, and you get 25, and I only got 1 pack of those. So let me just go back through. The 3mm are H2O1468AS. The 4mm are H2O1469AS. The 6mm are H2O1470AS. And these are all Swarovski crystal pearls. So they're like a glass, but they're by Swarovski, and they're very good quality. Excellent quality. The 8mm H2O1471AS. And they do have other mixes as well, but with autumn coming up, I wanted to use some for autumn. And the 10mm H2O1472AS. So those are the autumn mixed Swarovski pearls. Oops, I'll just sit in here. Then I got, they actually gave me a free gift, which is Swarovski crystal, and it's 1, 2, 3. It looks like they gave me 5 pieces. I'm not sure the color. It almost looks like a luminous green or something. Kind of. It's a pretty color though. They'd be nice as spacers in with my autumn colors, actually. Then I got. Let me just spread these around a little differently. Okay. In the crystals, I got 1 pack of 4mm bicones in Pacifica green, I guess, but I don't know. Pacifica something, but it's, they're blues. Pacifica, the ocean blues almost to me, but they had one called Ocean, and this one was Pacifica, and I liked it better. Sorry, I'm not even showing you. Blingy, blingy. And you get, I don't know, it doesn't say on here. I think you get 144, I'm pretty sure. Oh, GR is gram. That's 144. And that's enough to do a bracelet if I do a right angle weave bracelet, usually. Then I got 2 packs of 48 in the color Rainbow Fluorite. I love fluorite, guys, and I love the next one too. So they're very pale purples with some dark burgundy and some pale green. Aren't they beautiful? Can you see? They're blingy, blingy, blingy. Anyway, I got 2 packs of 48 because 1 pack of 48 is not enough if I use them in a bracelet. And it definitely is not enough even then for a necklace. I'm sorry. The Pacifica was H2O1663AS. The Rainbow Fluorite is H2O1670AS for a pack of 48. They have them in different size packages. And these are called tourmaline. These are also 4mm. And they are H2O1682AS. These are the 4mm, and these have more pink and light and dark green. It's almost like a teal with a emerald green, a pale peridot, a pink, and a beige kind of color, like a yellowy beige color. They're gorgeous. I'm hoping you can see these colors and the sparkle. That was 2 packs of 48 each for the 4mm, and then I liked those enough that I got those also in the 6mm, which I won't take out of the package. It's the same colors. H2O1684AS is the 6mm to give a little size difference. So that's the crystals. I got 2, 1 each, of the Summer Blue Pear 14 by 10. And I don't know, I guess this is like a cabochon. But it's not, it's got a pointy back. I don't know if you can see, the back is like solid blue, and then the front is not. So I got one in summer blue, and then this one is in azure blue, which is more of a, almost more of a turquoise. So the summer blue is H2OB3232CY, and the turquoisey azure blue is H2OB3229CY. I don't know when I bought them whether I realized these were not a bead, but they'll be an embellishment on something. And then lastly, for Swarovski, I got some flatbacks, which I don't have any of. And let's see. This one is called Passion HF. I'm not sure. Oh, Hot Fix they call them. So these are a red passion, pinky red. They're like a hot pink and red and purple. H2O1383AS. It's a pack of 72, and it has SS20. That is the size, so that if you get findings that have a hole, a prong setting in them for that, it's SS20. This one is also passion, but it's SS16, so these are a little smaller. And H2O1382AS. I think because these are pinks and purples is why I wanted them. And those can be used as embellishments, but I might use them more for jewelry on metal. These are the Smokies Flatback SS16 H2O1438AS, and they're all the grays and browns and things like that. Smoky colors. And this is Jewel Tone SS20s and H2O1418AS, and they're, your typical jewel tones: ruby, citrine, emerald, sapphire. Beautiful colors. I hope you can see them. So that's those. Okay, the ones that are SS16, you get 96 each in those, but the ones that are SS20, a little bit bigger, you get 72. So that is the Swarovski. So let me get these in a bag and out of the desk area, so that I can go on to the next bag. Because I don't want this video going all day. The other one was already long enough. Okay. The next one is going to be all head pins and stick pins. And these are stick pins, silver plated with a loop. They have like an eye loop at the top, if you can see, and they are 2.5 inches, but they have a clutch on the bottom, which I haven't seen stick pins like that. So you could fill it up, but you really shouldn't, because you need room to stick it through something is the idea, right? And it's H2O5179FD. These are head pins, but they're silver plated brass, but they're 3 inches long, and they could be used for stick pins also. They are 21 gauge. They may not be heavy enough, because Usually the stick pins, I'm guessing, are like 18 gauge. Yeah, they're thicker. So it'd be alright if you're not going to be pushing it through heavy clothing or anything. And they're H201736FN. And then I got, these are called stick pins, 3-inch straight. And this is only a pack of 10, though. But they are thicker. And they have a flat head. I wanted some without a pearl or anything on them. They are H201870FN. So the only difference in those really is the thickness of the pin. These are much heavier solid than the head pins. And I got some of the same with the loop and the clutch on the end, but in gold. So they're gold plated with loop and clutch, 2.5-inch pack of 10. Let's just do these first. I'm sorry, the gold ones are H205177FD. Then I got 2 packs of 2.5-inch 21 gauge head pins. They're packs of 100. I use them. Those and the 2-inch ones I use the most in my fashion jewelry stuff. H201716FN. I stocked up on those because I'll use a lot of those. And then I got head pin. It has a 4mm ball on the end. I don't know if you can see that. So they're 2 inches with a 4mm ball with a little decorative surround around, like almost like a bead cap. And I got 2 packs of those. They're a pack of 20 each, so I got 40 total. H209137FY. Then I got some corsage pins, they call them. Pack of 42, and these are shorter with the pearl on the end. They are, I think they're 1.5-inch pin corsage steel acrylic white teardrop. And it doesn't say how many are in here, but it says 42 on the front. It doesn't say how long they are, but looks to me like they're about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. They're not super long. They're 2 inches because here the black ones are about the same length. These are Doris. And they call these display pins, black with silver, and they're just a round black ball on the end, and there's 60 in that. And that one's H20C7260CL. The ones with the acrylic pearl are H20C7012CL for this one with the pearl. This one with the black was the C7260CL. I'm not going to say the H20 because all of them, unless I say otherwise, are H20-something. And when you're searching, you have to put that in, H20- and whatever the last numbers are that it gives you. Okay, these are called stick pins. They are a heavier weight. They come in a pack of 10. They're gold finished brass, 3-inch straight, and they just have a regular, like a head pin head on them. They're a heavy duty quality for stick pins. And then these I just got because they were pretty and colorful. They're enamel silver plated head pins, 24mm, which is shorter than 2 inch. It looks to be like 1.25 inches or something like that. They're not very long, but they're cute. They'd be alright as the centers of flowers or something if you stick them through the beaded flowers. So I'm sorry, 1146AS. Okay, and that is it for the stick pins and head pins. And then I stocked up on bead caps, guys. I'm just going to take them out, put these back in here. Yeah, I stocked up on bead caps because I've been doing a lot more charms and stuff lately than I used to, and I like to use bead caps. So, I'll just start. I don't know where to start. The problem is there's so much bag here, you can't see through it. They really double bag things that didn't need to be, but I guess to protect them. These are pretty. These are called silver plated brass scalloped 8x3 package of 100, and the number is H2R-5984FN, and I don't know if you can see. They have a pretty scalloped, and then they have a design. No, they're smooth on the top. Alright, let me take them out. You're not going to be able to see. Because I couldn't see. They're smooth on the top like that. And then they have a scalloped edge. So, I think, what's the size of these? 8x3. These probably fit a 6 or 8 millimeter bead. And you have to be careful of that. The one thing I like about shopping for these on Fire Mountain is they tell you in the descriptions there, it doesn't print on their label, but they tell you what size beads these will fit. So I tend to get ones that'll fit 6, 8, and 10 millimeter beads. I don't usually use bead caps on 4 millimeter, not always, sometimes. So that's those. These are similar, but they're small. These are silver-plated brass ribbed 6 by 1.5, and you get 100 of them. They are ridged. I'm hoping you can see that. There you go. And it's 9671 FD. None of these are sterling silver. They're all silver-plated, or I'm reading the description. These are silver-plated brass scalloped 4x1. Now these are the tiny guys. Sometimes I use them on big beads, even though they say for 4 millimeter they are smooth on top and scalloped, but they are a flatter one. And the flatter ones you can usually put on larger beads too, just to cover up a big hole or something. I like on even larger beads. Okay. I don't know if I gave you that number, 9665 FD for the 4 by 1.5, and it's a pack of 100. Doesn't look like it, but they're real little. Okay. These are silver-plated brass corrugated 6 by 1 millimeter. The 1 millimeter is the thickness. They're 6 millimeter diameter. It's a pack of 100. And these have like a floral design. Don't know there, maybe. Don't know if you can see it or not. I'm hoping. Okay, anyway, they are 2310FN. Now these are antique silver-plated pewter as opposed to brass, and these are a cone as opposed to a cap. The caps are flatter, the cones have more elevated dimension. That's what it looks like. They're very pretty. And they are 8 by 3 millimeter. So they will probably fit on a 6 or an 8 millimeter bead. They would overpower a 4 millimeter. And the number on those is a pack of 100, 8787FY. 8787FY. Okay, and then this one, it's another 5 by 1.5. It's another smooth with just a little scalloped edge. And they are 2330FN. It's called silver-plated brass flower bead cap. Save that one and this one for later. Okay, these came in a pack of 2. I think these are tiara cast. They are an antique silver-plated pewter web 10 by 3 millimeter, and you only get 2. And they're made in Israel, not China like most of the others. They're either JB, they're probably JBB is the brand, but they look like a web, so I got them more for Halloween or autumn. I thought they'd be cool on a black bead or orange bead. Probably black. And they were probably a little more expensive since they came in a pack of only 2. I'm going to leave them in there to keep them together for now. And these are antique silver finished pewter. Finished is not as good a quality as plated, just so you know. And it says fancy, and they are kind of fancy. I'm going to take them out also. They're 10.5 by 6 millimeters, so they're thick. and they look like this, and they're all the way around, so they fit a larger 10mm bead, and they're pretty, and they only come in a pack of 20, and they're H2OA 2657MB. I don't know what the A, B, C's, and D's in some of the letters or packages mean. This is a bead cap, silver plated brass, ribbed, 9 by 2mm. You get 100. They are thinner than those ones I just showed you. And the, oops, and I just dropped one, which I had to find, or I won't have 100. Boy, oh boy, they don't want to stay with me, do they? That's what it looks like. So that is a bead cap, 9 by 2mm. So that would probably fit 8 to 10mm bead, I would think. Okay, let me pick up that other one, which I see before I lose it. And those are 5988FN. There's no A or anything like that. These are just like those, only smaller. Silver plated brass, ribbed, 7 by 2mm, so they'll fit probably a 6 to 8mm. And the number on those is 9673FD. Okay, let's see. We'll do these first, and then those. Okay. These are bead cap, silver plated brass, fancy, 8 by 4mm, and you get 100. These are really pretty. They're very thin, but they're pretty. I'm hoping you can see them. They have some dimension to them. They're raised up. So they, yeah, I think 6 to 8mm would be it. If they were flatter, or if you tried to flatten them, you might be able to do it. But I don't think, because of the way they're shaped, I don't believe that they would fit on anything bigger than 8mm. Their number is 6012FN. Okay, these are just plain shiny and scalloped around the edges like some of the other ones. Different size, 6 by 2mm, and you get a pack of 100, and it's 9667FD. Okay, these are antique silver plated pewter flower, 9 by 3mm. Pack of 100, and it's a little fancier and flatter, and that would probably fit 8, 9, 10mm, maybe even a 12mm bead. I don't think so though. Anyway, that is 8779FY for a pack of 100. These, I don't remember getting this many. It says I ordered 4 packs. I don't know why I would do that, because I don't usually get the larger bead caps, but I did. Anyway, these are, oh, they're pretty though. They're like a star flower. 8782FY is the number. You get 50, maybe that's why, and they're 11 by 2. So these will fit your 10, 12, and maybe a 14mm bead. And they're called a star, but they look like a star flower to me. So yeah, I seem to have gotten 4 packs of those, so I have 200 of those now. Oops. Okay, and then these, I have to take them out because they're a little different than the other ones. These are called bead cap silver finished brass, 6 by 1.5mm, and you get a pack of 100. Oh boy. I got 2. And they're not going to let me. Oh my goodness, they really wrap these. They're like wrapped inside a bag, inside a bag, inside a bag. And they're very thin. And I'm dropping them already. And this is what they look like. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I'm not thinking that you can. Oops, and I just put it inside the wrong bag, which the other bag goes in. And then this goes in. Anyway, the number on those is 2332FN. And then these are, they're plain. with a scalloped edge. These are 5 by 1.5, but they come on a strand like this all hooked together. So you have to go, and they're silver plated steel. They're not brass or whatever, so I thought they'd be good and sturdy and maybe retain their color longer. 7252JW is the number on those, and you get, I don't know, you got a lot. It's got to be at least 100. It says one piece, but it's like, I don't know how many's on it, honestly. I forget. But 7252JW, and they are just like those plain scalloped ones, only they're silver finished, silver plated steel. And then I got the same thing in a little bit bigger, but they're gold plated, silver plated, and copper plated steel flower 6x2. Let me see if I can get them out. They're on an elastic, and they look like that. They're basically a plain with a scallop edge. So you see, and you get a whole ton of them on an elastic, but they're bead caps. So they'll fit 6 to 8 millimeter. And then last of those, I got the same thing, 6 by 2.5 millimeter, and these are in all multicolored jewel colors. So I thought those were really pretty. 7248JW, and the gold, copper, and silver were 7267JW. And I don't know, the plain silver ones were 7252JW. I hope that made sense to you all. Now I just have 3 more. Okay, these are different. These are bead caps, but they're like teapots. And I thought these were so cute. You put your, I never saw them before. This is the lid, and this is the base, and you put your bead, excuse me, you put your bead in the middle. So I'm anxious to try those. 20 by 17 millimeter 2-piece antique pewter teapot, and then this one is a 15 by 7, so it's a little smaller. That'll fit probably a 6 millimeter bead in it. It's the same thing, but a different. It has a lid on this one as opposed to the way the other one works. I'm not even in frame. There we go. And this one has a different type of. Oh, I had it probably upside down. Anyway, and then this one is a butterfly, and I got 2 of these. It's a bead cap butterfly, 18 by 11 millimeter set. And they're in silver as well. So you have your base, and then on the top is a butterfly. Here's your base. So those are cute. I had never seen those before. Now they have an anti-tarnish strip in. They're antique silver plated bronze. So I don't know. I guess they don't have it in the other ones. These were made in Thailand. These teapots were made in the USA, which is nice for a change. So that's it. That is my Fire Mountain haul, guys. I appreciate you watching. I know it was 2 long videos, half-hour each, so I won't keep you. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions on any of the items or want me to show you something up close, just put a note in the comments with the number that I read off. Hopefully I read off all the numbers, and I'll try and do a separate video or send you a close-up picture of those or something. Okay? All right. Hugs and love. Thanks for watching. Bye.